What's going on, guys? It's your boy GS, and welcome back to yet another Madden 13 online ranked match. And today we figured we're going to go ahead and try out the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, why not? We are using their offensive playbook, so we figured we'll go ahead and give them a shot. And our opponent decides to go ahead with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this is an interesting matchup because me running 5 wide, definitely I think I could take advantage of the weak spot of the Steelers defense, which is pass coverage. I think they have the best run defense in the game. If not, they're definitely top 3. You know, they hit hard, they're really quick, high-word, but their pass coverage isn't exactly the greatest. So running 5 wide, I think I should definitely take advantage of, you know, the weak spots that they have in their defense. The one problem is Vick is known not to be accurate in this game. He definitely throws a lot of rubber duckies. And as you see in the title, this happens to be a 2-star Mike Vick. I don't know why, but the man was throwing absolute dots all over the field. And you will see, you will bear witness. Sit down, relax, maybe have a snack and something to drink, and you'll see exactly what it is I'm talking about. The biblicalness that Michael Vick provided for me this game. So defensively, the Eagles have 2 really great corners. So hopefully they can go ahead and, you know, make some plays. But right there, I'm making plays for myself. Don't test the user. He's so disrespectful. Somebody please send this man a link to my channel and let him know. Don't throw the ball my way, son. And right there, we get a fumble. But thankfully, we end up jumping on and recovering our own fumble. So right now, we can't have too many things like that happen. You know, we got to take advantage of this pass defense. And look at Michael Vick actually being accurate. He is, to me, one of the worst accurate quarterbacks for a quarterback above 80. He's one of the worst. Not as bad as Carson Palmer. I still think Carson Palmer by far is the worst. But Michael Vick is right in there. You know, he throws a lot of rubber duckies, but you know, that's to be expected. You know, if you guys play with the Eagles a lot, you guys know Michael Vick will sometimes just completely overthrow a wide open wide receiver. So, you know, again, I don't know. Maybe I got the 2-star Mike Vick this game. If you guys play MUT, you know what I'm talking about. That 2-star card makes them damn near invincible. And right here, you know, we're back on defense, so we're looking to capitalize on another mistake. Obviously, our goal is to play ahead, you know, get a 2-score lead and be able to work on that. And be able to hopefully, you know, induce some bad play calling from our opponent. So the Steelers definitely have some offensive weapons. Obviously, Mike Wallace is the go-to guy in this team. He's very quick. You know, the dude is an absolute speed demon. And Ben Roethlisberger is very good himself, very accurate. Right there, he rolls outside the pocket, buys himself some more time, and he finds somebody wide open downfield. And they say he's not running the ball too much as he decides to give it to Mendenhall right there. Eagles definitely have trouble stopping the run. I definitely feel like we're more capable of stopping the pass than the run, just due to the strength of the corners that they have. I really have difficulty stopping the run when I have the Eagles. Right there, he goes for it on 4th down, and we end up stopping him right on the 1-yard line. And right there, wide open. You can't get any more wide open than that. And if you thought Mike Vick would be accurate, I want to tribute, it would be the deep ball, considering the speed that they have on the field. We completely overthrow him, and then we throw a bad pass. Completely bad read by me. Definitely still frustrated over that wide open Macklin that we had screaming downfield. But Michael Vick overthrows him, and then the very next play, he scores a touchdown. So, okay, we got to forget about that. You know, 7-7, we got ball. We got to, you know, forget about the dumbness that we just had and, you know, continue exploiting the pass defense that the Steelers have, which, you know, IMO isn't so good. You know, so right here we go really quickly outside, but thankfully it was knocked down. So, again, look at Michael. You see, that's the type of pass Michael Vick doesn't make too accurately, which is the outpost route, you know, those sharp angles toward the sidelines. He's definitely a quarterback who will throw it out of bounds or just completely, you know, miss it. And, you know, for this game, that 2-star Michael Vick, man, he was accurate as hell. And that makes the Eagles very deadly. We got all the speed on the field, and you got Michael Vick actually putting the ball where it belongs. And, you know, again, we're taking advantage of the speed that we have. You know, another fumble by us. Deshaun Jackson decides to fumble on a drag route, and that is something that the Steelers can make happen. They hit very, very hard, and the Eagles wide receivers aren't exactly, you know, they're no T.O. You know, they're not big, strong. They're no Calvin Johnson. They're very small and fragile. So, I mean, that's expected. You take a couple of big hits from these Steelers, and you are going to put it down on the ground. So, now our defense is back on the field, and hopefully we hold them to at least a field goal. You know, giving up a touchdown well, we want to give up, but that's what happens. He ends up scoring down the field. So now we're down 14-7, and we feel like, you know, we're playing good ball. You know, it's not like we don't feel like we're being outplayed. we're playing smart. We're keeping it short to the drag routes. If something is open downfield, we'll take it. Just like McCoy over there out the middle. And my wide receiver setup for this was Macklin, Deshaun Jackson, and McCoy. And I think I have like Cooper and Avant maybe. I don't know, but 3 guys with speed over 95, or maybe Macklin's like a 93 or 94, whatever he is. But nonetheless, he's very, very fast. So I have Macklin on the left for my out routes. I have Deshaun Jackson and McCoy on the bunch to the right, and I'm taking advantage of what he's giving me. Again, a lot of drag routes are very effective with speedy players. So if I can check down to somebody, 2 yards, and they can run another 6-7 after yards to catch, I'll take that, any day of the week. So we're just taking advantage of what he's giving us right there. We go to the screenplay to McCoy, and we end up scoring a touchdown. So we tie the game, and it's a minute some odd seconds left. Now here's key: we need to stop him right here. We cannot allow him to score before halftime. That right there would be devastating if he can score before halftime. So he definitely has enough time and plenty of timeouts to make something happen. So hopefully we can go ahead, bear down. And that's exactly what happens. Look at Cromartie jumping the route and getting an interception. That is exactly what happens when I'm talking about you have a great corner that can make things happen for you. I ain't even had nothing to do with that play. The computer just jumps the route and absolutely just beautiful play by him, and we are in great position to go ahead and score before halftime ourselves. So, we're looking for a field goal. We're going to try and squeeze in a score if we could. And look at Vick being accurate right here. He hits me with the complete 0-0-11 fag D right there, and we end up just taking off of Vick. And again, I cannot get mad running 5 wide when they want to go ahead and do that, just due to the fact that if you're completely dominating somebody, well, I won't say dominating, but if you're having trouble stopping somebody with 5 wide, then I can understand why you want to go ahead and do that. So, Fagdy, it definitely doesn't frustrate me running 5 wide. I ran 5 wide just so I can try and beat it, because that's what majority of the people seem to run nowadays. And, I do see it a lot more since I've been doing it, but I'm feeling more comfortable beating it just because I got more receivers on the field, and, I got more things to open up for me. And, I'm actually getting really quick routes. So even if somebody does blitz or something like that, if I have enough time back there, I'm going to be able to find somebody open. So, again, right here, second half, we want to try and kill the clock right here. We do have the lead. So we started off with the run, but it didn't go anywhere. And right here, we go over the middle of Jackson. Breaks the tackle, and he ends up running forward, passing the first down. That's exactly the type of players we're looking for. Quick drag routes that can go ahead and give our receivers a chance to use that speed and run downfield. And look at Vick throwing dots. I've never, and I mean never, remember Michael Vick being this accurate for me. There's a lot of times where he just completely whack those rubber duckies, but for this game, this man was biblical. And I'm telling you, he's just finding right there. Oh man, that is the type of speed that I'm talking about. Now, I did go to his depth charts. The Steelers, and I looked at his cornerback setup. He had Ike Taylor, and then he had Van Dyke on the left side. Now, Van Dyke has a 98 speed, but he's a 69 overall cornerback. So that's why you see me just completely destroying him on that left side with the out route, because his awareness is very low. He doesn't have the awareness to keep up with the quick route running that Macklin has. So I'm taking advantage of that. And even though he's faster than Macklin, we still beat him on a streak route just due to the fact that his pressing was very bad. Macklin just flew by him, and we scored a touchdown. So that right there is something you also want to try and take advantage of. If you get a chance, look at your opponent's depth chart, see what type of matchups he has. When I seen Van Dyke over there, great speed but low awareness, so we got to try and take advantage of that. And speaking of great speed, we have Mike Wallace completely burning Namdi right there for the touchdown. So it's a 1-score lead. Even though we feel like we're completely outplaying him this game, he's 1 turnover away or 1 stop away from tying this game. So right there, we go to McCoy, and that's exactly what I'm talking about with these Eagles. If Michael Vick is accurate, they're deadly. They're very fast. They're very quick, and they all have great hands. So, and McCoy is one of the best at the running back position, where you can put him as a receiver, and he'll be just as good as any receiver on your field. So that right there is a plus doing 5 out with the Eagles. And right there over the middle, we completely read that with Ryans, and we get another interception. No super three-piece. Our 3rd interception of the game, 2 by Ryans. So right now we feel like 1 score is going to put this game away, but we want to kill the clock, so we're just running the ball here. you know, we want to take some time off of the clock. You know, field goal to me does the same damage as a touchdown, a 3-possession lead, and I feel like this game is over. So, you know, we milked the clock, we got it all the way to the fourth quarter, we kicked our field goal, and now we're up 38-21, and we feel like this game is pretty much over. All we have to do is keep an eye on Wallace. Whenever you guys are facing the Steelers, that should be your #1 priority. Keep an eye on Wallace. He is faster than anybody on the field, unless you happen to have a Peterson or, you know, actually, there's not too many great corners that are very high in speed and high in awareness. You know, the first person that comes to my mind is Peterson. He has 98 speed from the Cardinals. He's very good. He's very aware, you know, good mind. So he's not going to let too many routes pass him. And, you know, there's just not too many people in the game, period, that can keep up with Wallace. So you definitely want to keep an eye out on him. Ben Roethlisberger throws over to the left, and unfortunately it was complete. Nice tiptoe right there to stay in bounds. And he hits me with the out route himself. So he did his own 5 wide, and he's starting to hit me up with a little bit of what it looks like I'm doing. So he's still inside the pocket, and we end up getting a sack right there. And right here is pretty much by any means necessary. He needs something to happen for him. He needs a miracle at this point. So he ends up scoring a touchdown, and he ends up kicking the ball off. Down 10, 4 minutes left. Me with the ball, I feel like definitely doesn't give him too much of a chance. I thought he was better off with an onside kick. You know, all we're going to do right here is we're going to try and just run the ball, kill the clock, take his timeouts away. We're comfortable with punting the ball just due to the fact that we're up 2 possessions. So, you know, we're absolutely fine with giving him the ball back as long as we milk some clock. So 3rd and 7, right? We go over to the out route again, and that's exactly what happens when you have somebody who is very fast. Don't get me wrong, Dyke is fast, but he should definitely be inside, you know, like a nickel corner, somebody in the slot. He doesn't have the awareness to keep up with somebody like Macklin. And as you see, I've been pretty much exploiting that the entire game. But right there, we get a fumble, and luckily we end up recovering the football right there. We've had a couple fumbles with Vick, but look at Vick throwing precision passes, and this man is too accurate right there. Instead of scoring a touchdown, we end up just killing the clock from this point on, taking some knees, winding the clock down, and we end up winning this ball game. So that's the end of the game, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like on this biblical video, but please only do so if you are entertained. Follow me on Twitter if you are not already. Definitely want to go ahead and do that, because that's when I randomly tweet out games when I'm looking to play a subscriber. And yeah, that's it, man. Hope you guys were entertained as always. It's your boy GS, you know, signing out. Another victory. And leave in the comment section if you guys like what team you guys would like me to play with. Whatever has the most thumbs up, I will try my best to get you a gameplay with that team. So go ahead in the comment section, leave what team you want me to play with next. And again, the most thumbs up, I'm going to try my best to get you guys that as soon as possible. It's your boy GS, and I'm out. Peace. Give it to me, baby.